Hello everyone.
Hello, yes,
Today we are going to record our first review worksheet for this semester. Okay? This worksheet covers the decimals and the division. So starting by the first question, we have to write the following in the decimal number, which means in the standard form. So as you know, I can write the decimal in three forms: the standard form, which is the digit form, the word form, and the expanded form. Okay? For the first one, I have 5 and 7/10. Every time I see "and," what does that mean?
point.
It's the point, which means everything to the right is the decimal part, and everything to the left is the whole part. What's my whole part? So I put 5 points, and then I ask myself, what's the place value of the decimal part? It's the tenths, which means I only have one digit after the point, right? What's this digit? It's 7. So I have to ask myself, what's the digit, the place value of the decimal part to the right? Okay. The second one, what do I have? 8/10. What does that mean?
0.8.
Exactly. So I don't have a whole part. And what's the place value of this number? Tenths. The place value is the tenths, right? So how many digits I have in the decimal part? One digit. What is it? 8. So how can I write this number? It's 0.8. Very good. Is it clear? Okay. Zahra, can you help us in the third one? Okay. Okay, Zahra. How do I write this number? 7.8. Excellent, because the whole part is 7 and the decimal part is 8 and it's in the tenths place. Okay? The fourth one. Ismail, can you help us? 2/10. What does that mean?
0.2.
Excellent, that's it. Okay? Now, Riwa, we have 16 and 9/10. So how do I write this number? 16 point. It's 9/10. 0.9. Very good. So I only have the 9 in the decimal part and 16 in the whole part. Yes, Serene, can you help us? 9,800. So what do I have now? I have the hundreds, right? What's the whole part? 10. So it's 10 point what? 98. Okay? So if I have two digits in the decimal part, the place value of it is hundreds, right? Okay. Yes. Alma?
14 and 700.
How do I write it?
14.07.
Excellent. Why 07? Because I have hundreds and I only have the 7. So the 7 is in the hundreds place and the tenths is 0. Very good. Now I have them in the decimal fraction. I need to write them in decimal numbers. Okay? So if I want to change from a decimal fraction to a decimal number, I should check the denominator. If it is 10, it means I have only the tenths in the decimal part. If it is 100, it means I have 2 digits in the decimal part. So I have 3/10, which means, yes, Sabine?
0.3.
Excellent. It's 0.3. Very good. Ali?
0.8.
Excellent. Amjad? I have 25/100. Try. I have 100 in the denominator, which means I have 2. Yes. 20. Excellent. That's it. I have 100 in the denominator, which means I have 2 digits in the decimal part. They are the 2 and the 5. Karim, can you help us? Yes.
36 over 10.
How do I write it?
0.
I have only one digit in the denominator, right? Which is the tenths, yes. So I have 36 over 10. So it becomes 3.6. That's it. Okay? Good. Now the second exercise, I have all the forms, the standard form, the word form, the expanded form using decimal fractions, and the expanded form using decimal numbers. So starting by the first one, what's the word form of this number? Rida, what's the word form of this?
Word form 58 and
58 and
3 and
3 10. That's very good. Now I need the expanded form but using the decimal fractions. This is very important. Okay? Fatima? How do I write it? I write it 50 plus 8 plus 3 over 10. Very good. Now I want to write it the expanded form but using the decimal numbers. Okay? Not the decimal fractions. Okay? Yes, Hadi. Plus
50 plus 8 plus 0, 43.
Excellent, that's it. Now, what do I have in the second one? I have the expanded form using decimal fractions. I want the standard word form and the expanded form using decimal numbers. Yara, can you help us?
46.
It's 46.
1.
I don't, sorry, excuse me. Yes, I'm trying to write the word form. Okay, so how do I write it? 46.87. And in word form, it's
46 and 8700.
and 87. Very good, because I have two digits in the decimal part. Is it clear?
Yeah.
Now I want the expanded form but using the decimal number. So how do I write it?
40 plus 6
Plus,
plus 0.8
yes,
plus 0.07.
very good. Now the third one. Yes, Celine. Sorry. Celine.
123.0.8.
How do I write it?
123
Yes, 23
and
and
8 times
8 and 8.
times
8.
100.
Very good. So why I have to write hundreds? Because I have two digits in the decimal part. Is it clear? How do I write it in expanded form using decimal fractions? 100
plus 20
plus 20 plus 3
plus 8 over 10.
8 over
100.
excellent, over 100. Okay, please write it in the expanded form using decimal numbers.
100
Yes,
plus 20
yes,
plus 3
okay,
plus 0.08.
very good, that's it. Okay, yes, Sabine.
32.24.
Excellent. In word form?
32 and 2400.
Very good. So it's 32 and 24 hundredths. So why did I write hundreds? Because I have two digits in the decimal part. Okay? Write it in expanded form.
50 plus 2 plus 2 over 10.
Yes.
4 over 1.
Very good. That's it. Is it clear?
Yes.
Question number 3, I have to insert a number between 3.5 and 3.6. Yes, Mike.
7.29.
What?
3.29.
3.59. So I have 3.5 and 3.6. So I put here 0 and here 0. So now I have many answers, 3.51, 3.52, 53, 54 until So it's from 3.51 till 3.59, because after 3.59, what do I have? 3.6, okay? Now the second one, yes, Ali. Can you give us a decimal number between 7.6 and 8?
7.9.
Very good, 7.9. Who can give me another number? Yes, Ruwa. 7.8. What else? Yes, Yara. 7.7. Do I have any other answers? No. Okay, because after the 7.9, what do I have? 8. Okay. Actually, I have a lot of possibilities. I can write, for example, 7.63, 7.663. So I have many answers. Okay. The third one. Yes, Hadi.
33.39.
Very good. So I put here 0 and here 0. What do I get? 39. Who can give me another answer? Yes, Tia.
33.34.
Yes. Who can give me another number? Decimal number. Yes, Rida.
33.35.
Yes. Can I put 33.3333?
No.
Yes, of course I can. Because it is still between 33.3 and 33.4. Right? Because if I want to compare them, I compare the first digit. What do I have here? 3. And what do I have here? 4. 4 is greater than 3, so I'm still less than 33.4. Is it clear?
Yes.
Good. Now, question number 4. I have to arrange the following decimals by increasing order. What's the increasing order? From the smallest to the greatest. What's the smallest number here? Yes, Hadi.
2.123.
Very good. This is the smallest number. What comes next? Yes, Sireen.
3.73.
3.73. Very good. Zahra.
3.75.
Very good. Yes, Amjad.
35.3.
Very good. And the last one? 37.5. Very good. Now I want to put them in decreasing order, which means from the greatest to the smallest. Right? Yes, Alma.
30.4.
Very good. So this is the greatest number. What comes next? Yara?
4.30.
4.30. Very good. Then, who can tell me? Yes, Sabine.
4.83.
Very good. Then, Smile.
3.94.
Very good. Then, the last one is 3.40. Is it clear?
Yes.
Good. Now I need to round to the nearest unit. What's the meaning to the nearest unit? For the ones, right? So I underline the ones and I look just before this number. What do I have?
5.
And if I have 5, what do? I add 1 to the 3 and all the right part becomes 0. So what does this number become? 4. 4.0 isn't 4?
Yes.
So I'm just going to write 4. Okay? Yes, Leia? Can you do the second one?
We do 3.
I underline the 3. What do I have just before 3?
4.
If I have 4, what will happen?
We leave it to 2.
As it is, exactly. So it's 13. Let us do the third one, Leia. What do I have here?
We take 8.
Yes, what do I have just before 8?
8.
So what does it become? What should we do?
9.
Excellent, it's 39. Okay? Yes. Hadi?
3.
What do I have just before the 3?
5.
5. So what will happen?
Plus 1.
Plus 1 to the 3.
0.
Yes, so it's 14. Okay? Yes, Ali? 4. What do I have just before? 0. So what will happen to the 4? Nothing. It will stay the same. So what What's the rounded form? 4. Excellent. Is it clear for everyone?
Yes.
Good. Okay, in question number 6, I have this axis, okay, and I have points A, B, C, and D. I have to know the decimal number of each point. Okay, Tia, can you do the first one? What's the decimal number of A? 1.3, very good, because the A is in between 1 and 2, and it have 3 dashes, so it's 1 point. Very good. What about B? Yes, Fatima. 2.6. Excellent. What about C? Yes, Celine.
3.6.
3.6. What about D? Alma?
4.6.
4.6. Very good. Okay. In question number 7, I have to find the following divisions. Okay? So let us start by the first one. Who can tell me what do we call the 735? Kareem? Excellent, is the dividend. What do we call the 5? Smile? Yes, it's the divisor. So I write the division form. What do I write in the right place? 5, the divisor. What do I write in the right, left part? 735. What do I do now? Yes, Zahra. I take the 7. Okay? And what do I ask myself to give me? Do I have a number I multiplied by 5 to get 7? No. Very good. And what do we do now? Subtract them. What do I get? 2. 7 minus 5 is 2. Now what do I do? Excellent. So we move the 3 down. What do I get? 23. Now what do I ask myself? What times 5 to give me 23? Okay, so I multiplied by? Yes, by 4. Excellent. So 4 times 5. What do I do now? What's left? 3 minus 0 is 3. 2 minus 2 is 0. Now what do I do? We move the 5 down. What do I get?
35.
Yes. So what's the number you multiplied by 5 to get 35? 7. 7 times 5?
35.
What do we do now?
Minus.
Subtract them. So I get 0. What's the 0? Remainder. Very good. So we call it the remainder. What about the 147? What do we call it? Excellent. It's the quotient. Excellent. Now, the second one. Okay? What's the dividend? 951. What's the divisor?
3.
Now let us do the division. Okay? So I have here 3 and 951. Who can help me? Yes, Mike. What do I take first? 9. Okay.
3 times 3 equals 9.
Very good.
Minus equals 0.
What do we do now? Move
The 5.
to the
5.
yes. Now what do I ask myself?
What is the number you multiplied by 3
To get?
5?
Do you have a number?
No,
So
it's 1.
yes. 1 times the 3
3.
and we subtract them. What do we get?
2.
2. What do we place?
The 1.
The 1. What do I get?
3 times 7.
So I ask myself, what's the number you multiplied by 3 to get 21? It's 7. Very good. 7 times the 3?
21.
I subtract them. What do I get? What's the remainder? What do we call the 317? It's the quotient. Very good. Now let us do the third one. Okay, so I need to divide 889 by 7. Very good. So Riwa, can you help me? What do I take first? 8. What do I ask myself? What's the number? I multiply it by 7 to get 8 by 1. Yes, and then I subtract them. 8 minus 7? 1. What do I do then? Move down. What do I get? 18. Now I ask myself, what's the number I multiplied by 7 to get 18? 2. 2 times 7? 14. What do I do? Subtract them. It's 40. Now what? I place the 9 down. 49. Excellent. So it's 7 times 7. It gives you 49. And I subtract them. I get 0, 0. What's the remainder? What do we call the 127? Quotient. Don't forget that you have to write the answer above. So I have to write here 127. What do I write here? 317. And for the first one is 147. Is it clear?
Yes.
Okay.